I would let you all see what I'm doing. I am spinning some locks, some actually rejected fiber from someone that I knew a couple years ago. And this stuff is like, there's very, very short pieces. There's nothing but fuzz. I mean, this is rejected fuzz. There are a few areas where there is actually a lock that is viable, which then makes it even more complicated because you've got a lock that will draft out really nice, but then right alongside of it you've got nothing. I had this for quite a while and was planning on carding it, and in fact I did try to card it, but it turned out to all the little short pieces just ended up sticking in the teeth of the carder, and it just was not working. It did not produce an even an interesting from a texture standpoint looking yarn. So I decided to just spin from the lock or the fiber mass itself. And my intention is to weave with this at a future point. I've got a rather large tub of it, so it'll probably be a while, but my intention is to weave with it in the future. And at the texture, the unusual texture that this yarn will create will be something that perhaps in a pillow or some kind of textural wall hanging, or I'm not really sure yet what exactly I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to let the finished yarn kind of help direct me into what I should do. The point behind me asking you or wanting you to look at this is just, don't give up on fiber, even stuff that looks like it's not redeemable. Don't give up on it, because there's always something that you can do with it. It may not be to your liking. If you're trying to spin a very, very fine yarn, or your modus operandi is to get a very even textured yarn, you're not going to be happy with something like this. But there might be somebody that you meet that might enjoy the challenge. You do have to be very patient with it, because it will often break or drift apart because of the nature of the little short bits that are in here. But if you're just patient and you go back in and reconnect things, it'll eventually all come together. This was destined for the trash, and I felt sorry for it. It was back in the day when I had a hard time walking away from fiber of any kind. So I felt sorry for it and brought it home, and I've decided now's the time. I'm either going to do something with it, or I was going to pass it on to somebody who might be able to. So that's the motivation behind this short little video, is to let you guys know that there's always hope. There's always something that you can do with it, even if it looks like it's not something that is even suitable for spinning. Just, be patient, give it a shot, try a couple different ways, and who knows what you'll find. You might find something very interesting. My guess is when this is plied back on itself, I will have some of the thin areas in one ply might overlap with one of the bumps in the second ply, and it'll kind of even itself out a little bit. There's going to be areas that are going to be thin, and there's going to be areas that are going to be really fat. But I think it's definitely something that I consider it a challenge at this point, and that's kind of important for me. I get kind of bored spinning yarn that is very consistent and very even, and I tend to lose interest and walk away, and then it sits and takes up space on the bobbin, and I never get back to it because it just seems kind of boring for me. So this is proving to be quite the opposite challenge, but I'm enjoying it, and I thought that I would share and let people know that, maybe you've got some fiber like this that you might want to give it a go, give it a shot, see what you can do with it. You never know till you give it a try. That was all I have for you guys today, and thanks for watching. Bye.